Hi, I'm Scott,
And I'm Luke.
and we're Android guys,
Give us 5 to 10 minutes of your day
and we'll tell you about a product or service.
or an app that you might be interested in.
I see you have two products from SteelSeries.
Yeah, I got a chance to check out a set of gaming headphones and then a keyboard. That is a gaming keyboard, but it also works for non-gaming applications.
So we've done gaming, well, obviously keyboards,
Sure.
headphones,
Yeah.
computers,
Mhm.
phones, chairs, like all these gaming related things.
Right.
And I'm finding that I really like some of these things for non-gaming purposes.
Right. Yeah. Because a lot of these gaming, maybe centric things just have some pretty nice creature comforts just for everyday life too.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I have to talk about is the Arctis 9 wireless gaming headset. This is a gaming headset designed for PC or PlayStation. And it will work wireless or with Bluetooth or wired. You can hook it up USB. But this thing, it works great for just like video calls too. I mean, it works fantastic for gaming. It's got a great, like a clear, I want to get the name right because it's like a...
Is it a proprietary term that they use?
Yeah, it's a ClearCast microphone.
Okay.
So it has a ClearCast microphone, and it sounds great, but it's also like Discord certified microphone for like noise canceling.
Yeah.
Which also means it works great for something like Zoom.
Voice over IP stuff.
Yeah. It is voice over IP certified. It has a dongle that you can hook up to it that will decrease any kind of lag you have.
Okay.
So you can use it through Bluetooth, and it works completely fine through Bluetooth. But for gaming, if you want to plug in the dongle, it will just make it so there's just no lag at all. It's just going to be nice and high frequency.
So that matters if you're a gamer, obviously. If you're sneaking around on a map,
right,
and somebody's coming up behind you,
you can hear it before you're dead.
Yeah, if you're fragging or whatever.
Right. Yeah. So the built-in microphone is retractable. It just goes right up into the ear cup on the left side. That's nice because you can play without the microphone if you don't need it. It has a mute button right on the headset, so you don't have to like go into the settings to toggle your mute or do it like in the UI of your system. It also has a dial on the side to mix whether you hear more of the chat sound or more of the game sound. So you can kind of mix your audio to your liking on the fly because a lot of like games would have settings on doing that in game.
Right.
But you can actually control that without having to go into your game settings. So if you are at a point in a game where I really need to hear what my team is saying or whatever, you can just dial that in to your own needs.
I know for me, I don't game nearly as often as I would like to.
Sure.
Especially like PlayStation.
Right.
And one of the things that I tend to run into is when I'm playing a certain game or playing a new game, that mix of like, man, I really like the background stuff that's going on, but I'm actually here to play with my buddies and talk to them and enjoy my time, like just catching up with somebody. I need to adjust these things so I can still hear what's going on.
Right.
And chat with him. And then like if he dies or I die, then it's like, well, I just want to turn the game volume back up. Like going back to the menus or going back to the PlayStation settings.
Yep.
That's a pain in the butt.
It is. And I mean, it's not hard to do, right?
Right.
I mean, that's, the UI on most things is pretty user friendly, easy to do. But the fact that you can just dial that in real quick by
once you
moving a roller on your finger.
Yeah.
It's just nice. The other thing that's cool is and this is just like one of those little things that was like, oh, that was smart. The microphone, when it extends, it's very close to your mouth, but they put a light at the top of it that turns red when you mute it. There's no other light when it's just an open mic, but when it's muted, you can see it just out of your peripheral vision.
That's kind of cool.
Like a red glow. So you're like, oh yeah, I'm muted. I thought that was really nice.
Yeah.
But overall, these sound great. It's a very comfortable headset too.
So I've only spent some time with, I think, one other pair from SteelSeries, and it was a few years ago. But I remember because this has a lot of the same design language.
It does, yeah.
So I remember when I looked at this, like, oh yeah, I remember how comfortable those things were. The headband, the stretch fabric thing.
Yep.
And then just like the ear cups themselves, I remember thinking, this is nice. It was one of my first times stepping up from headphones to gaming headphones.
Yes.
And realizing this makes sense if I'm going to be wearing these things for hours.
Yes. Now, the other thing that was included was a set of like cosmetic upgrades for the headset. They included so the headset's black and it has some like white or silver kind of accents for some of the, like, they have a lot of kind of geometric design as part of their design language. So that's all the same. Has the SteelSeries logo embroidered on a leather pouch on the ear, the headband part of it. But they included some like teal ear cup covers. So the ear cups on the side are magnetic, and I've seen those from other companies that have similar gaming headsets. But they decided to do it on this Arctis 9 series. So they have a teal color that goes over the ear caps, and then the strap, the fabric strap, just kind of sits in onto like prongs on the ends of each headset, or each of the ear of the headband, and that is like a teal and white design. So it gives it a little bit more interest, makes it look,
that's cool,
a little cooler if you're a streamer and you have a certain kind of theme. And they have different colors.
So I see like 20-hour battery life. Does that sound accurate?
It seems accurate. Yeah. From my experience, it works. I mean, really, I've had no battery issues at all. I tend to game usually, maybe 3 or 4 hours at a time if I'm going to game at night. And I've had no problem there. I haven't used it for 20 hours straight. I think probably my wife would kill me if I did. But I've had no problem. And I have charged it. I've only charged it when it's shown it's needed to.
Okay.
And that's been for at least probably 3 or 4 sessions. And then it was,
okay,
hey, a low battery kind of like sound, not like there's no like alert that pops up on the screen or anything like that. But
so these guys run about $199.
$199.
Okay,
yeah.
that's pretty competitive for.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at like wireless headphones, that sounds like a lot, but you have to remember this is not just a wireless headphone. It's has a microphone with noise, background noise filtering and stuff like that. So.
And the certification for Zoom, voice over IP, Discord.
Yep.
And then also the just the no lag. That's a big deal for. I mean, if you're getting shot from one side and somebody's running by, you want to know in real time what's going on.
Exactly.
Or whatever. So
yep, that's
pretty cool. All right, so that's the Arctis 9.
That's the Arctis 9, and then I got to check out a keyboard from SteelSeries. Also, this was.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.